Hello and welcome. Today I'll show you how you can run wires through your car's firewall without having to drill any holes. The example car today is a Mark 6 VW GTI, but this will work for other VW models, other generations like the Mark 5s, and some Audis too. For tools you'll need a socket wrench, socket extension, 10mm socket, 13mm socket, a metal coat hanger or something similar, some zip ties, side cutters, and some tape. With those tools gathered, let's go ahead and start getting access to the firewall pass-through. In your car, it will look something like this, where there's lots of wires that run through a rubber udder thing with some nipples on it. That's where we're going to pass through our wires today, but to get to it, we need to remove the battery and battery box. First, to remove the battery cover, pinch and then pull it up and out. Next, take the 10mm socket wrench and loosen the battery terminals. Note that it's best to do the negative terminal first, or the black minus, and then the positive red one. Then we can add the socket wrench extension to the 13mm socket and get the battery's bottom bracket out, which is located here. Now we can lift the battery out of the car. If you haven't lifted car batteries before, note they are quite heavy, so just fair warning. With that out, let's go ahead and remove the battery box. For the front half, simply lift it out, and then for the back half, you need to push in these three locations to release the clips that are on the side of the box. And then once it's out, you'll see there on the bottom the three clips that I was referring to. With everything out of the way, we can now have access to the udder, which you can see back down here. Then we can take our side cutters and snip off the end of one of the nipples to make a hole. Now is when we'll take the metal coat hanger or something similar and unwind it so you have something like this. Then I'm going to tape the wire that I need to pass through onto the coat hanger and then pass it through the hole that I made. On the inside of the car, the coat hanger and wire should come out near your clutch pedal, or if you're an automatic driver, it'll be to the left of your brake pedal. The other method you can do is to put the coat hanger through by itself first, and then tape the wire inside the car to it, and then pull it back out through the engine bay. But either way, by pushing it through or pulling it through, that's the process of getting wires through the firewall without having to drill any holes. But first, let's go ahead and get the battery box and battery back in to complete this job. So to get the battery box in, let's put the back half of the box in first. Again, it just has those three clips on the bottom, so it just snaps in place like so. Then the front half of the box interlocks with the back half here on the sides, so you can line those up and then slide it down into place. With the box back in, we can go ahead and put the battery back into place, noting the orientation where the plus symbol goes with the red wire lead, and then the minus symbol with the black. Next, we'll secure the battery using the bottom bracket, which takes the 13mm socket. With the battery secured, we can put the battery terminals back on, wiggling them as we push them down into place. For installation order, it's best to do the positive red plus first and then the black minus. To tighten the terminal clamps, use the 10mm socket. Once both terminal clamps are back on, we can put the battery box cover on by sliding the two tabs into the back and pressing down to snap it into place. Finally, with everything together, close the hood, get in the car, and then start it up. And you'll probably see there's a couple arrow codes on your dash. But don't worry, no tools are needed and it's an easy fix. The three warnings are power steering, traction control, and tire pressure. To clear those, drive the car like 50 feet and then they'll turn off, since the car should realize that it's got its battery back and it should be all good to go. And with that, job done. So now we can get to the fun stuff by checking out how running wires here help me with my custom car horn that lets you have up to 11 horns that you can change at any time. And thanks for watching, I'll see you there.